What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing well today. Happy early Christmas. Happy Christmas Eve. You should be seeing this on the 24th of December. Hope your holidays have been going very well and continue to be good for you. Now, today I am showing you all a huge Enduro model swap pack created by Dashpack with help from Green Linux as well, I believe, and possibly a couple of other people involved. I'm sure Dashpack can let us know down in the comments as well. This pack is going to be completely free for all of you, releasing on Christmas Day. So once you've woken up in the morning, you've got all the family stuff out of the way, you've opened your gifts, then you've got a little bit of downtime in the evening, by all means feel free, load up MXB mods, this will probably be on there for you. And there is, let me count quickly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think, maybe 9 bikes in here in total. And I'm just going to quickly show you through them all. And then I'm going to ride one, maybe two of them on some Enduro tracks just for the video as well. There is also a set of Enduro tyres in here as well. I'm not going to try and pronounce the brand name, but they're there. They're another option. They exist if you wish to download them also. So, first of all, we have got a model swap for any of the TM 2-strokes. This is on the TM 252 stroke for me right here. We have an Enduro version of the Gas 450 here as well. I am a fan of these headlights, by the way. I might just rock these models just in general racing. We've got a 2025 Sherco SE 300 model swap, which goes on the Husky 252 stroke as well. We've got the 2025 TM 450 Enduro swap as well. It looks like the TM is just getting Enduro love all across the board. This is a very unique looking front plate here. I don't think I've ever seen this bike anywhere at all, so this is the first time for me. Looks very, very cool. The front fender a little bit flat, but I think that's kind of been the case on the TMs for a very long time now. Other than that, it looks like a very, very nice bike indeed. The Husky 450 has been given a headlight as well. Same with the KTM 450. This might be my favourite one of them all so far. It actually looks really, really pretty. We then have the Husky 450 also, and I like the little ridged seat here. I don't know how well you can see that, but where it kind of locks you into the center of the bike so you don't slide back too much. We have the Honda 450 as well with the little, it's not tail light. Is there a light? Yeah, there is a light there actually. We've got the light there and then room for where the, I guess the number plate would drop down to make it road legal. And then finally, we also have the Yami as well. I think there might be a bit of a contradiction going on here with one of the skins that I already have on, actually. Can I just, let me stick it on base, see if it changes anything. You can notice how fat the tyres are as well. Like, the tyres are much bigger. No, the only thing that changes is the tyre, actually. So, yeah, we've got the Yami here with a big tank on it also. And I quite like the bars as well. Got some fat bars on it. Looks very, very nice. So I am going to just try one or two of them, see how they look in first person. And I guess you can just enjoy some general Enduro content while I just have a little bit of a chinwag and just talk about random stuff. So I thought I'd go for the Yami first, and you can see right here, we are not on an Enduro track whatsoever. This is actually the newest track that I've started working on. I thought that I would have taken a bit of a break after making Moto 101, but I decided just to hop back in and now do something custom instead. So this is going to be a Supercross track that I'm working on for the time being. Pay no attention to the textures. The dirt is just a placeholder at the moment, so you'll probably find it very difficult to make out where the jumps actually start and finish in each room section. But hopefully just from the way that I'm jumping, you can kind of tell what the obstacles are, but you won't be able to see the takeoffs and landings very well until all of the texturing and all of the norm work and masking is done. They will really define the takeoff and landings of each jump, but just thought I'd ride around for a lap or two, show you what we're working on. I did see, I posted a lap of this on the old gram as well, and I saw someone a little bit annoyed, I guess, that the track looked slightly difficult, which I thought was a weird take. It's hard to, I guess, make Supercross tracks very, very easy, and for just the general community, mostly because I am okay at the game and I make tracks more for my sort of skill level in general. But then also, the whole point of Supercross is to be difficult in the first place. I feel like if you make a super easy Supercross track where everybody can ride it, it wouldn't really feel very Supercrossy for the most part, and it'd probably feel a little bit boring as well. So I don't mind hard Supercross tracks. I know it's easier said for me than others. So I suppose there's not that many, let's say, beginner level Supercross tracks for people to enter it on, but then again, I don't think you should probably dive into the world of Supercross unless you're more, I guess, comfortable / competent at the game. once you've I guess found your footing on the outdoors tracks first, and then you can go and over to the Supercross track afterwards. And that's just, I guess, my opinion on that. But yeah, this is custom layout completely. I just started throwing things together in Photoshop. I mean, I'm somewhat happy with the template that I've got and the sizing and everything. I'm really annoyed right now because I'm not doing this any justice at all. I spent maybe 20 minutes straight yesterday of not making a single mistake, hitting all the lines perfectly. I mean, there's quads in here. We got some alternative rhythms as well, where you're kind of jumping off the back of a dragon's back and then go dragon's back to dragon's back again. Then big old quads triple into a corner down here. You notice that we've got a raised part in the middle of the track over on just on the left hand side as I come over this scrub jump. So coming back towards me here on the left will be where the start is, and then the other side of it we're just going to use it as a berm. And I'm also trying to get almost like a floodlight kind of look and kind of vibe on the track. You'll see some bits are darker, some bits are lighter. I just want to add lights around in the warehouse itself as well. Issue is that's actually quite difficult to do. A lot harder to do than I thought. I also just sent a wall jump, which I didn't mean to send. That is not the intended line, but so you've also got other quads here. If you grease this and try and stretch this out perfectly, you can step over that table, and then you triple, and this little Supercross triple afterwards as well. Then you come round to the left, you've got a nice flat corner, another scrub jump. Actually, really like these singles. Then you can send it and jump at the back of this, and this is what we're going to use as a berm as well. So you bank around to the right. This is going to be a set of sand rollers that you might be able to try doubling your way through. And it's just a nice, fun, flowy Supercross track. And once you get your legs underneath you, it's actually all right. Something a little bit different here. This is like a raised roller section. You're not really meant to be able to fully double your way through. It gives you a few different line options also. And then this is the trickiest section. The fast line for the 450 boys is you double over this first dragon's back, you then quad, and then you quad again. There we go. And then you triple, and then you blitz the whoop section. Lovely stuff. Nice and straightforward. Once you actually get it clean, then you try and stop in time, turn to the right, quad in, triple, and then jump all the way out, downside the little roller there. And there you go, there's basically an entire lap there. So I just wanted to show that off whilst we're on one of these bikes. We're now actually going to go to an Enduro track, like I said we would, and carry on for the rest of the video. Here's an interesting topic for some of you as well. Some of you are going to think that I'm the biggest degenerate to ever walk the planet, and others are going to really vibe with it and just be like relatable. However, when I was younger, I was a big old Pokemon fiend for the first, I'd say, 2.5 generations of Pokemon. When 3rd gen came along, I kind of played it a tiny bit and then didn't bother too much after that. Had a bunch of cards back then, like Pokemon cards, and then they got given away at some point when I was younger as well. And now, all I see on TikTok, all day, every day, is a whole bunch of Pokemon related stuff. And I don't know why. So, you know what? I thought, why not relive my childhood a little bit? Why not buy some cards and just get them and keep any ones that I think look cool, and we'll just go from there. And then maybe, if I feel like it, work my way through playing them again at some point. Because I remember like watching the show back in the day as well, and watching 1 or 2 movies. I didn't realise that there's now, I think, 23 or 24 seasons of it in total. And in order to go and watch it all, it's spread out over various streaming services. So that's going to be fun if I want to go down that route as well. However, I've spent about maybe £400, which is probably like $600 in the last 24 hours on buying some packs online, and then also going to various stores today and buying some in person. I have bought just generic boxes and boosters and all this good stuff, and then I also bought a box for Linda as well. Basically what she's doing is going, oh, that one looks cute, I'll have that, and that's basically how it's gone. So she's had all of my dupes and any of ones that are cute, which are basically worth nothing either. So fun stuff all around. I thought, yeah, why not relive the childhood a little bit, and I wouldn't say get into it, but you know what I mean, just try and see what I can get. It's a new world for me, to be fair. Like, it's all gone so much further than I expected that it ever used to be, and I have no idea what I'm looking for half the time. If I see shiny, I'm like, oh, cool, yeah, we'll keep that. And I've got a binder and everything coming to store it in as well. But there you go, that was the life of Lynn's the last 24 hours. I've been going from store to store, just buying a whole bunch of Pokemon stuff. Now, I will not be at my PC on the 24th, 25th, or 26th of December, which means there will probably not be a link to this bike pack or the tracks that you see. Actually, no, I'll be able to do the tracks in advance because I'll just upload it obviously before the days. But the bike pack itself is meant to come out on Christmas Day. I confirmed that with Dashpack before I started recording this. So you are going to have to do a little bit of manual labour yourselves and go over to MXB Mods and go and download them. The exact time of day in which they get uploaded, I do not know when that is. So if you are an early bird and you're on MXB Mods straight away on Christmas Day for some reason, then you might have to wait a little bit longer, but that is, to my knowledge, what is going on right here. And it's just, I like when we get given stuff like this for the community as well, especially for free. It is a big old labour of love and good passion projects that I'm glad people still keep alive. I know Enduro isn't everyone's cup of tea, but even if you're not a massive Enduro person, you're not going to sit there playing Enduro stuff all day. Surely it's just nice to have more options for model swaps as well, to be honest. I mean, the KTM model swap, I can generally just see myself running that all the time anyway, because it just looks really, really nice. And it gives me a good excuse to try other bikes as well. I mean, I don't know if I've ridden the TM 252 stroke, especially since the last OEM update dropped. So again, this has given me a good reason to do so. It looks very, very nice. There's a nice little... I wish... Can you see like the electrics? The little speedo that you see there in front of the bar pad? I wish that worked in this game. We could do so much with it, which is annoying because it works in GP bikes. So I have no clue why it doesn't work in this. Maybe one day. I mean, MX Bikes is technically GP Bikes 2.0, so I thought it would be able to copy a lot of features over, but I guess not. My head, by the way, has really, really started to wear me down a little bit. Let's say I didn't expect to be having the level of pain that I am still having this far along. So it's day 9, is it? What's the day today? Is it Monday? I think it's Monday. I think it's Monday, yeah, 23rd. Monday, 23rd of December. So it's been... This is day 8, I want to say. No, day 9, maybe, since I've had it done. And the actual... So the recipient area, so the top of the head, where the hair's been added to, actually doesn't hurt at all. Like, it feels absolutely fine. It itches now and then, where it's, like, crusting over and healing, which I don't mind, because I know that if it's itching, then that's a good thing. Then it's going in the right direction and it's healing. However, the donut area, so the back, so mostly the top of the back, has just been like a constant... I don't know the best way of describing it, because it's halfway between an ache and a sharp and a tingle all at the same time. So it's like a constant sharp, achy tingle, and yeah, it just gets annoying after a while. I think it's not like a headache at all. It is just a genuine pain. I think a lot of it is because, well, when I was there, they said apparently the roots go quite deep, but on the area that they took them from, so the incisions made had to be deeper than normal. And that's the only thing that I can think of, is maybe there is just some deep like tissue or muscle damage in there somewhere that takes a longer time to heal. I did do the trusty Google to see if that is normal, and apparently some people report that it can last from 2 weeks all the way up to a month of fairly bad pain. And the reason it's more annoying is when I'm sat here, kind of like sat upright, it's not too bad, but when I'm laying down, especially laying down on the back of my head, is when it's quite painful, to the point where it really stops you from getting to sleep. And you might be like, well, stop laying down on the back of your head then. Issue is, you're not allowed to lay on your front. The rules, like I got day-by-day instructions, they say I've only just started being able to lay on my side, but I usually always sleep on my front with then my head turned slightly sideways. But so I can't do that with risk of I guess rubbing the bit of hair against a pillow or whatever, and then maybe pulling some out by mistake as you roll over in the night. So it's been annoying. My sleep is not good right now, and for once it's not really my fault. I mean, I guess you could say it's my fault, since I'm the one that decided to have the operation done in the first place, but no, usually it's my bad sleep is done by me staying up until 4 or 5 a.m. just playing video games that I have no need to be playing, rather than me actually just laying there wide awake because I'm in pain. And I try and stay away from painkillers as much as possible, because I feel like if you use them too much, then you basically just become immune to them and you become numb to them, so they don't really do anything. So it's only when it's been getting really bad that I've been having just general paracetamol, but other than that I try and steer way clear of it. and I'm resorting to it more and more at the moment. I'm hoping that in another week it'll start subsiding. If it doesn't, then I don't know what to do there. I don't know when the face camp's gonna make a return, because again, it's not a pretty sight at all. It's just very crusty and very horrible looking. But it is a long process, you know. It's not just one and done. I mean, from the day of operation, it can take all the way up to like 18 months for it all to be fully done, fully grown through, and look normal again. So in it for the long haul, I guess. It is what it is. Oh, I am happy that I've had it done now, to be fair. Again, if someone told me how painful it was going to be beforehand, both operation and after the fact, and how hard it is to sleep, I probably would have said nah. But nobody ever tells you that. You just see happy pictures of before and after stuff, and yeah, I don't know. I need to give Dashpack and the people that he's been working with to make this project become a thing the props they deserve. It is really nice to see stuff like this being given to the community. So big old round of applause for them. And there are people in the community that are absolute avid Enduro lovers. So I'm sure they'll get a kick out of it. And then I'm sure there's probably some people that will just download the models just because they look cool, to be honest. And you can't really hate on that either. I mean, this KTM, the only way you'd be able to tell that it's an Enduro model is when you're leant right forwards here, and you can just see that tiny little bit of headlight at the bottom of the front plate. Other than that, it just looks like a nice updated KTM model. So round of applause to everyone involved. Big old W's all around. I haven't asked this question yet. This is just me spitballing. It could be completely false information, in which I do apologise. People will probably ask about PSDs and stuff for this. I don't know if it's going to be on the same basis as the last model swap pack, where you do have to pay for PSDs to be able to adjust them yourself, and it's just the model that's free. I'm sure Dashpack can clarify all that up, and it'll probably be in the MXB mods post itself. So yeah, any information like that, please do go and have a look at the mods post when it's up. And then if it is all good and you enjoy what you see, make sure you give Dashpack a big old thank you as well. I'm sure that's basically just what they want to hear at the end of the day. They do go for a lot of pain, effort and hours making stuff like this for the community, and they deserve at least a thank you, I think. So W's all around. I'm going to end the video because I am making a hell of a job of this rock garden right here. God darn it, typical Canadian, you've made a very difficult rock garden. And see you in tomorrow's video, and happy Christmas for tomorrow if you celebrate it. Love you all. Goodbye.
Lynn's in the zone, never backing down. Riding MX bikes, he's the talk of the town. 2022 champ with a YouTube crown. His game is tight, no signs of slowing down. Late nights, bright lights, he's chasing that fame in the digital arena. Writing his name, she's a 10 out of 10. Supporting his lane, hairline might receive, but his passion's the same.